everybody, and welcome to the Dragon's Blood All-Star Match brought to you by Netflix and One Esports. Suns fan here with my very good friend, Jenkins. Greetings.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great, Suns fan. Thank you so much for asking. We do actually have a lot of the Netflix heroes coming out already on both sides.
This is Team Netflix versus Team One Esports. So on Netflix's side, you can see Snake King, Cinderin, Shad, Seb, and Honey Badger is the only unnamed person. That is Dendy himself, Jenkins. Dendy himself, that's right. He's graced us with his presence. On the other side, we have Waga, Boom, Fear, No Tail, and Bulldog. So the thing I want to talk to you about is this game mode. So this was a custom-built game mode for this All-Star match, literally for one game. It was created for one specific game, and you know nothing about it.
I do not.
Is that correct?
This is correct.
Okay, well, I'm excited to hear your reactions. Don't be afraid to scream when things may or may not happen. I'm not going to spoil anything until we actually get started here.
Okay.
Looks like for the Radiant, Seb is going to be playing the Sand King, Snake King on Shadow Shaman, which, you know, pretty common stuff for him at least.
Okay.
Cinderin on Luna, what is this? Of course, skill might not be that important, depending on what actually happens in these quote-unquote events that will occur. Jenkins, again, keeping you in the dark as much as possible. But like I was alluding to, Cinderin is playing the position 5 Luna that we've been seeing so often in pubs. Looks like we have a first question coming up from Mr. Firetoad.
What is this? Which of
Does
them?
anyone know?
I think
it's
it's
D or
D.
C, guys. It's D or C. I don't
C
know.
or D?
I
was watching anime on Russian. What's going on?
Slark is a
A
dragon.
and B are definitely in, right? So it's between C and D. Which one is not?
Yeah.
Wadrak. All right.
I think it's D. Oh, I didn't click.
Looks like Snake King put in the answer of C, and the other team did not even choose to answer. So we'll see what ends up coming from that.
Very good.
And by not guessing, it means you're incorrect.
Penalty.
So the great Sundering, Jenkins!
What? Why?
What is this?
Oh, dear.
We're almost
Oh
dead.
my god! What?
What?
Okay.
Maybe almost dead.
Well,
I'm the
Nice.
greatest.
Nice armor, Shad. Good job.
Dude, D.
What is why? Okay, so explain. Okay, who came up with this idea? What if it's 60 minutes into the game and we just have to sit here and watch for 2 minutes while everyone's dead?
That's right. And,
What's
you know,
the plan then?
Firetoad, he has control of everything. So if one team is winning and he just misclicks, you know, he could bring it back. Huge rubber band effects in this mode. We're actually testing things out for the 7.29 patch. Ice Frog is watching in anticipation to see how balanced some of these... That one wasn't too balanced, though. That was a very powerful effect, let's say. Because let's put it this way. There are effects that can affect both teams, both positively and negatively. And there are effects that can just be for one team or the other. As the second question apparently is coming up, is Seb attempting to run away. Remember, it's going to take some great micro to answer these questions, but luckily for him, he's dead, so he can type in the fountain. What is the name of the elf which Invoker protects?
It's A.
Okay. So do we click it or do we like write?
A.
Say it on the last second, maybe.
his daughter, right?
It's the other one. It's the.
Fimmer?
that helped.
Fimmerin is the Fimmerin then.
How do I click it?
Fimmer.
Right, type
Okay,
A.
right.
Type A.
A is the answer from everyone. That. Oh, actually, that might be correct. Okay, that was correct. I was thinking. I looked at the word protect, and I jumped to conclusions. So both are correct. All right, well done.
Dire is affected by Elder Dragon Flight. Oh, they all get it.
That's right.
Oh,
Everyone
I
is
mean-
an elder dragon. Very fitting.
Everyone's just slow.
As Snake King is going to get dropped after the arrow connected from the Marana/Dragon, which is not part of the anime, by the way. Spoiler alert. As Seb looks like he's going to be able to help finish off one more player, so it's a 1-for-2, turning into a 2-for-1 in favor of Dire. And with
Everybody's
all the
just
effects
battling.
going on, yeah, it's still very even in terms of net worth. As Dendy in the mid lane getting hit by Waga, playing his patented TA that we haven't even mentioned yet. And it looks like Bulldog fed in the bot lane, but Shad's going to end up trading to the right click of Fear.
Well, they get tower damage with this, right? With this is just like Elder Dragon from
Oh, yeah.
level 3. Waka could hit tower here.
Yeah,
He
indeed.
gets splash and side blades. Okay.
Yeah,
I see
he
how he killed
is
Dendy.
he is level 6 versus Dendy's level 5 right now. So
Yeah, I mean,
Waga, he's playing very seriously as well. Jenkins. He picked his one hero that he spams in every pub. Is he going to get Shackle to start things off into the cold snap from the Invoker Dendi. All right, the MP will connect, but not a whole lot of damage done because the mana has been depleted already. There. Shad getting chased in the bot lane as the Terrorblade at half HP right now. Bulldog. And they don't have that much damage to speak of, but Breathe Fire really good in terms of mitigating the damage of the Terrorblade because of the stats-based hero that he is. It looks like TA ends up dying in the mid lane, but Shad gets an early level of Sunder onto Bulldog. Cinderin with that position 5 Luna. Useless as always, Cinderin. Thank you for joining us.
I mean,
okay,
to be fair, he did just kill Waga mid. I mean, that.
No, useless. Okay. Third question coming up.
Cinderin, embarrassing.
As Bulldog is getting chased. What do the exiled elves that worship the goddess Mene call themselves? All right, this is your turn, Jenkins. We're both 0-1, actually.
Of course, as this team fight is going on, we will say this is the this would be the Dark Moon Order.
Okay,
coming in hot here.
All right, we'll see if you're correct, Jenkins. I have no idea. I'm gonna say A just for fun. It looks like the teams will agree.
Really?
Well, let's see if it's correct or not. Shadow Shaman takes a tumble along with the Mirana from each respective side. Both teams correct. So what buff shall they receive this time around? They've received a primal. Ooh, so everybody gets a little random Bruling. Now, would you say that there is a good Bruling to have at this stage of the game? A lot of them were the Storm Pandas.
I mean, yeah, the Fire Panda does 180 damage. I mean, that's a lot. The Storm Panda does like half of that, less than half. So
yeah,
that's quite nice.
You can see No-Tail.
I mean, look at this.
No-Tail's Fire Panda is going back to Fountain for some reason. Not sure what the deal with that is. I think he forgot that.
I was healing it.
That was there. It's going to run out soon, young man. I think that might be the only Fire Panda in this game. So a little bit unlucky there. And Waga getting lifted repeatedly in the mid lane.
Seb is
with his actual hero. Shad gonna lift him again. As a lot of this damage being applied to this tier 1 tower because these Earth Pandas do a lot of damage to that.
I see. That's what they're going for. They're trying to siege with these. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good strat. Yeah. And it looks like they're going to finally disappear as Waka has spent the last 30 seconds in the air, essentially. But Bulldog in the bot lane now is a dragon, officially, for fair this time. He's going to get cold snapped, so Dendi trying to apply as much pressure as possible. Shad going to continue on. Doesn't look like they'll find Bulldog, though. He'll walk away safely. It did require a couple TPs, though, for the Radiant. They're going to see Dendi gets breathed fire by Bulldog. Wow.
Just like that.
So
he walked into his
10-4. Only a 1k advantage, though, Cenk. If you'll find in this game mode that, like I said, rubber band effects, I would be surprised if any team runs away with this. As Arrow's going to connect to Seb, and No-Tail should be able to finish him off, although the Burrow Strike does come. Waga, a little bit too late there. But they'll focus their efforts on Snake King instead. He's going to get shackled, is Waga. No-Tail leaps into the Mud Golems. Will get denied. Beautifully done. Big Wyvern ult, though. Looks like Cinderin's going to take a tumble in all likelihood, and Shad might be next. No Sunder available. So a great turnaround. 1 for 3. All it cost was No-Tail, who denied himself to neutrals. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, nice little start there from Seb with the bait. You see him do this often in his pubs on SK, but follow-up was not there.
All right, as we see some action, Knickers, it is you. Which god of the Dota universe is missing from the sentence?
Let's see if answering instantly throws the other team off and they pick another one.
Was that a guess, or do you actually know?
I know this.
Okay.
The bar keeps us that.
What?
What?
I know. It's B.
Oh yeah, that
sure.
rings a bell when I say it.
That's
I think only No-Tail answered here, so. Oh, no, Cinderin answered as well.
Okay.
Both teams correct. All right, looks like I was correct as well, Jenkins. So if anybody's keeping score at home, Jenkins is losing horribly. Everyone has received Nature's Help. 3 waves of tree ants spawn in each lane and rush the enemy ancient. Wow.
3?
This is your kind of buff, my friend. Look at this.
Oh, just 3 trees. Oh no, 3 waves of trees. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot. But I guess since
Dendi
they both
mid. He's gonna sidestep the arrow. But Fear's going to continue on with that bounty hunter, ends up destroying him. And will attempt to get away, but he might be the sacrifice made. Oh! Almost disjoints that, but sadly in his case dies. So 1 for 1. And yeah, the trance against like a TA, not super helpful, I will say. And bot lane Bulldog's going to pop his dragon form, apply a little bit of pressure to that tier 2 tower.
Yeah, same thing there, right? Treant's just tanking.
Oh, arrow
Nice
connects onto Dandy. Bulldog still with the dragon tail into the breathed fire, and it looks like they will find another kill on Dendy. That is the 5th of the... Wow, I did not think he had died 5 times already.
Ooh, Cinderin.
As No Tail giving the answer for a future question in the form of Celamene, but incorrectly spelled. So we'll see if that ends up being correct for any future question. Shad's getting tracked here by Fear. We didn't really talk about the lineups, Jen, because I know you don't care, but do you like a particular lineup if this was a normal game of Dota? Oh,
If
Bulldog.
this was a normal game of Dota.
Cinderin's dying, so this is a regular game of Dota. So continue on.
You know, I would probably say the Radiant, looking at this fight here, we got a Bounty Hunter going down.
Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade in terms of supports. Boom. Applying a little bit of pressure to Shad, but he'll be able to walk away with that really high armor. But TA, Waga, destroying. 6k net worth lead. As the 5th question, I mean, the Radiant really need to get a question correctly. What is the name of Dragon Knight Squire? This one's really easy. You know this one, right?
Bram.
He's called
B.
Bram, right?
Yeah. Easy one.
It's Stoic, isn't it? It's not Mars or Caden, for sure. It's 2 other characters.
Bram, I think.
I think it's Bram too.
Oh,
I think
Bram.
it's
Yeah, Bram.
Bram.
Bram or... Yeah, that's a bit...
I'll be it in the last second.
Bram is definitely the answer. And both teams get it correct, so both teams shall get a buff. I'm hoping that Mr. Firetoad will end up punishing the Dire here, just for existing. As... Oh, this one is... Yep. That is 50 damage in the... That's 5 duel victories? Wow.
That is indeed 5. Yeah, he
Extending the
killed 5 people.
lead. Goodness.
We got 1 double
Yeah,
duel, I think.
It is so fun. Gets the Burrow Strike off, but he's basically alone right now. He's going to get blown up. And now Dendy's going to be next. Goes invisible, but not going to save you when there's a sentry right next to you. 7k net worth lead, Jenkins.
Firetoad, there's got to be some, like, god...
There we go.
Oh,
There it is.
I see.
All right. Radiant get Moonlight Shadow and Track, essentially. And the Dire are all ruptured. But half their team is dead, so it doesn't really benefit them very much.
They are indeed just standing still right now.
Very poor timing.
It
Very
does
poor
look-
timing. In fact, they've gained net worth leads since that buff.
They have. It's not so good. It's
And
not
Bulldog's
going
going to
so
try to
hot.
turn this around. He's going to get that Dragon Form off, but will they be able to get this kill? He's still tracked. All right. All right. Radiant gets something out of that.
A little bit of gold. A little bit of track gold. Okay. Not so bad.
Now, the real track from Fear comes out, though, so keep that in mind. I wonder if that stacks if they have that buff.
Ooh, Seb.
Seb
He
at the
sees
center. And, yeah, he's just going to use it on the jungle here. Understandable.
Oh, that's not so good. Oh, Bulldog.
Very sad indeed. There's actually a smoke here from the Dire. Doesn't look like they're going to find anybody off the bat. They're going to pop the Moonlight Shadow. And they're going to wrap around to try to squeeze in this push coming in from the Radiant.
Radiant's middle tower
This could spell trouble for Cinderin. I'm just going to call it out now that he will die here. Dire has been... Very nice. So Rupture and Track coming out. But the Wolves as well in favor of the Radiant. They're going to find Fear to start things out. He has to stand still because of that Rupture. So a huge rubber band comeback mechanic here, Jenkins. This
Very
is what you were
balanced.
asking for.
Great. This makes a lot of sense that they got the benefit of this.
I mean, they need a lot of help, buddy. They need
They
a
do.
lot of help. Wyvern comes out. Everybody's a wolf, though. Actually cannot wait to... Shad as a wolf is pretty freaking scary. Cinder's going to pop that ult finally, but dies shortly after. So it's a 2-for-1. Despite the buff, still losing this engagement. Shad? I believe he's not metamorphed as a wolf. I would like to see what that looks like.
Is a bit of a troublemaker.
He's
We'll
dead.
just say that. There he goes.
He has died again. After arriving at the inn in Hauptstadt and getting drunk, what object did Davian throw up? Is this my turn, Jenkins?
Well, I mean, this is an easy one.
Yeah, this is easy. It's B.
It's a ring, of course.
Yeah, of course.
It is. For fair play, I mean, Denny,
They should.
Okay, to be fair, you did just get Lycan ult. Entire enemy team ruptured, so...
Yeah, they're both going to copy each other now, so both get it correct. So both shall receive a buff. Both teams correct, but Radiant has Cinder, so they need all the help they can get as we're going to see the cookies. This is the best effect in the game by far.
Whoa!
What the cookie cataclysm?
I'm leaving you. Oh, whoa.
I'm going for a kill in this cookie madness. What the
Keep your illusion on. Keep your illusion on.
Guys, come on. This is so hard to master, actually.
I can't move.
Oh, I got Synderen. It's cool. I got Synderen.
Get him.
Run, Fear!
Wait,
I'm telling you, the help button didn't work.
What the hell is going
Dude,
on?
the Illus are so broken, actually.
Oh my, he's dead. He's dead. More.
The playmaking TV.
How did you get every kill during this shit?
What? Why are there ranged creeps getting cookies?
There's
Those
no-
aren't heroes.
There's no rhyme or reason. Jenkins, just accept it as it is. You're a Dota player. You don't ask
Okay.
questions. You just accept things
This is true.
the way
it's
they
still
are.
going.
Oh, they're going to get the bounties, too, so this should help their net worth. The tier 1's going to go down as well. Shad is going to get orchided by Boom. Don't think he can find the kill, although there's the Wyvern ult.
Oh,
He'll
that's
have to
not
actually
bad.
kill him. Yeah, he might actually get this kill. Sunder on cooldown, but the Arctic Burn ends up not being enough here as Snake King comes to the rescue.
Ooh, there's a trap. Waga didn't use the trap.
Not paying attention. He needs to play TA a little bit more, I think. As Dendy's going to get a kill, but he gets tracked and brought down immediately. I mean, this is a 4K net worth lead only now for the Dire, and this is with a bounty hunter in your team, so not too shabby. Synderen getting tracked now. Chased. Has the Veil of Discord. Here comes the Epicenter, but Synderen dies immediately. Seb will get at least a trade of sorts, but Waga now going to be focused by the fully healed Shad. Cold Embrace going to keep Waga alive for just a little bit longer. Sunder's still on cooldown. He's in a lot of trouble here. This is a right-clicking Boom, keep in mind. So Terrorblade ends up dropping, and Seb looks like he will survive. As
The
apparently
Epi
No Tail
was-
thinks this is rigged.
The Epi was great, and I think it is rigged. I mean, it's obviously rigged. You could see Synderen intentionally, clearly using the ult early, not comboing it with Seb. Clearly, once again, resentful towards his teammates.
To be fair there, he died after like one proc of the ult. It wouldn't have mattered, my friend. I know you really hate Synderen.
But you know Synderen, he's meticulous in his griefing ability. He knows what
Luna-
he's doing.
Luna was once known as...
Let's see.
Yeah.
Easy.
She was known as the Plague, the Scourge.
Yeah, the Scourge. Yeah. But isn't that what the others called it?
I'm going to go with C on this one. I actually don't 100% know. I don't know why I don't know. Should watch it with subtitles next time, maybe. That'll probably help. Both are going to go with C, which I believe is what I went with.
Subtitles.
So both are correct.
Why? Why subtitles? Isn't it?
I actually watch
in
most
English?
things in subtitles. Yeah, but it helps with dialogue. Just remembering it and appreciating it. All right, Guardian Angel buff for the creeps and summons, it looks like. Invoker, Mr. Dendy. Looks like this will be his 10th death of the game, and Synderen's going to follow suit as well. The Synderen death count, just for those that are wondering, is now at 10 as well. So just trying to make sure that Dendy keeps it even.
He's going to
Appreciate
try
that.
to be out doing that soon, though. I can imagine.
Snake King disconnects as he's on the cliff. Will they bad manners kill him? Looks like that will be the case. Oh, wait, that was Seb.
Yeah.
Looks like Snake
Oh,
King's
there
back.
he's
Never
back.
mind.
He's back. Yeah.
All right, good.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
That would have been the
I
first
can-
rage quit in All-Star match history, so glad to
Yeah.
not see it.
Yeah. You know, I can understand why he's been disoriented. Needs a minute to clear his head there.
I think we need a massive sundering again, just to bring things back into the fold.
Yeah. Okay. How long does this Guardian Angel last? Because I do believe there are
was a
creep
while.
waves with about 50 creeps right now on both sides.
It's gone. It has
Okay,
ended.
there we-
Yeah, it takes a while. Of course, Guardian Angel, any magic damage will still be able to kill them. Very helpful late game. I will say this from personal experience playing this. As, oh, Dandy's dead again. Oh, dear. They're just picking on the poor guy.
Radiant's middle tower
He probably
is
just
under
woke
attack.
up to play this match. Just crawled out of bed. Very set. And he's going to actually buy back into the game. Snaking. Not able to do much with that. Lotus will reply to Boom. He's going to take the Burrow Strike. It's going to be the double Burrow Strike, in fact. They will find the 1 kill on Boom, which is very helpful because he is a core. And Bulldog looks to be next, so likely a 2-for-1, and all it cost him was a support. Although Bulldog staying alive thanks to that Dragon Blood passive. Brought to you by Netflix. Oh, he's going to blink and TP, and he actually gets away after all said and done.
Here on Waga for ignoring team fights.
Personal Thunder, as the 8th question is coming up, apparently Seb popped the Ghost Scepter, missed the Burrow Strike initiation. So I'm sure they're going to be able to find him. Marcy is... Oh, this one's super easy. How are they going to get this one wrong?
Paralyzed here. I believe all the pictures I've seen of her, she is standing still. So we'll go ahead and go with C here.
All right. I'm going to go with D, just in case you're wrong there, Jenkins, just in case.
Okay.
I would be surprised if anybody gets this one wrong. As they're going to wait for the last second to type, and yeah, both will go with D. C.
Okay.
Easy fire toe. We need to punish it. Oh my goodness.
Black Bolt.
Spamming.
That's a huge team fight. Start off with the Burrow Strike. Invoker combinations as well. The Dire are being decimated. Bulldog's going to be next on the list. TA, the last remaining member of the Dire. A huge comeback. All skill for the Radiant. As the Shackle will be used to finish off TA, but that's just the Aegis. Buyback onto No-Tail. He's going to try to get the arrow off here, but here comes Seb with the Epicenter. Waga able to blink out. Thanks to that refraction. Burrow Strike will disconnect again. That's the opposite of connect, in case you were wondering. Waga, the Lotus is applied. They do see him, though, so another kill for Radiant. What a comeback. That was a huge Black Hole, Jenkins.
Great comeback.
Why are you running?
Amazing play from Fire.
Why are you running?
Really bringing it back here in this game. Seb actually goes in, and he gets a Burrow Strike onto No-Tail.
Yeah.
Get him. Almost
They're going deep. That is more than a team wipe. That is 6 dead with 0 lost.
That's his
for
dieback.
Radiant. Into the tier 2 tower. And the net worth lead starting to swing in their... Oh, not in their favor, but they're not losing by quite as much anymore. As the Rosso War's going to go down, so this is a potential tier 3 tower. As No-Tail begging for a question.
It does look like we're going to need a personal sundering here on the Radiant squad to even this out.
What is the name of the dragon which Dragonite transforms into? This is really easy as well. Come on. Come on, Jenkins. You got this, buddy. Just pick and choose.
I will go ahead and say Divine. This will be the Davian Dragon Knight that he turns into.
So Davian turns into a dragon named Davian. That's quite the coincidence, I have to say. I'm going to go with B.
To me, it doesn't matter what you change into. Your name is just your name. It just represents you as a person. And so as a dragon, he's still a person to me.
Oh,
Jenkins got...
nice. Oh! Sacred arrows from all over the place. Getting perma-stunned. This might be the death of everyone. Looks like... Oh, actually, Shad will survive thanks to all those stats from Scotty. So it's a 2-for-1. Very nice.
My B,
Good
boys.
try, Jenkins. Good try.
Not going for BKB and getting the Sags. That's the way to go.
Shadow. Bulldog initiates onto Dendy. We're going to follow it up with potentially the initiation from Boom, but he gets Hex on the sideline. Invoker does die at the beginning. Epicenter onto 3 heroes. Boom. He's going to Cold Embrace himself, though, as it's a 1-for-1. How many Eldworms are still sleeping by the end of the show? I believe that's... Is that spelled correctly?
Elderms is...
Elderms?
Okay, that's the trick. That's the trick question. If you don't answer, it's 0. You don't answer. No answer.
Yeah, I would accept 0, and I'm gonna say 6. I have no idea though. I have absolutely no clue. All right, looks like somebody's gonna get it wrong, if not everyone. I'm gonna finish off one more here in the meantime. So it ends up being a 1-for-3. Radiant bringing this back very nicely. Radiant is correct. So they get the shrink ray. So they're smaller now. Their HP is not reduced, so it's not like the actual shrink rate from Tinker.
So
now, keep in mind, this is a buff because it's harder to click them. Like, tracking them is going to be very annoying for Fear.
Seb still has the really expensive item, though. He's got the aura thing. So, pay to lose in this situation. It's very easy
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, they can see them, but it's just still hard to click them, you know?
So
you
their actual model size is smaller.
Yes, correct.
And
It's
hitbox
Bulldog
for arrow and
gonna have no trouble with that single target stun onto Cinder and into the arrow. All right, so much for the buff. No buff can save Cinder at this point.
How can you target me?
He's wondering himself. Goodness gracious.
The thing is, I think people feel so much visceral hatred for Cinderin that it's like an aura that's larger than any, like, you know, the aura just brings you to him. All people in pubs know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Snake King gets brought to half HP with one click from Waga, but we'll be able to get out just fine.
Dude, Snake King's cute. Look at him.
He's very cuddly.
He's adorable.
Until you look at his
Walking around with
portrait,
big
then not so much.
Yeah, that's
All right.
stuff.
The
of
net
night
worth
terrors.
advantage is basically even. Caden makes his home in.
Is that just Dragon's Keep or is that a bait?
Hauptstadt? No?
I got it. Look, no.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Hauptstadt. Yeah. I remember that word. I was like, okay, I think it's A.
Oh,
I could be wrong, but
Is this? Is it just baiting with Dragon's Keep? Hopefully they put pig.
It's B.
Yeah, it's possible. All right, Cinderin, I believe, has the correct answer. We'll see. I don't actually know the answers to these questions, if you haven't noticed.
I definitely
like ahead of time, that is.
I have noticed. Just it's even though you binge watched the show and wouldn't stop spoiling me.
Yeah, sorry, Jenkins.
You still don't know.
Radiant is correct.
Okay.
Wait, who?
That was
Radiant
B.
answered
That was B.
B. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the Rupture comes out, and the Dragon form for each respective member of the Radiant. So this should get an easy kill onto Boom at the very least. Cinder Salamania is disgusting. Cinder's
Okay. To be fair, though, that was ruptured and wolf buffed. Not so good. Not so great.
Yeah, this is the difficult one for sure. No, he's a very fast chicken. Is Waga. He's gonna get shackled though. They don't have a whole lot of damage to speak of, but there comes the epicenter into the Sunstrike, and that is more than enough to basically even this game up in terms of net worth. Appreciate that. Looks like Shad's gonna get the Aegis for himself and the cheese for a future time. Good thing they didn't give that to Cinder. And it's Boom. Looks like he's gonna get Sunstruck. It's not enough for the kill quite yet, but it looks like he'll just get Burrow Struck right after and into the Tornado. More than enough again, as still 10 seconds for TA to come back. No tail. Has the Lotus Orb, so keeping true to the anime, but now the Radiant are just dumpstering the Dire. Looks like we might need some comeback mechanics for the Dire once they're up, as they're going to get a tier 2 tower, and they're going to look for more in all likelihood.
Yeah, at this point, I think the momentum is heavily in the favor of the Radiant squad. Of course, we see Shad still has his little mini-me buff.
Yep, this is true. The buybacks will come. The Dire have asked for help. They get to ask for that one time. So we'll see what ends up coming to fruition here. They get a random
This is Sparta!
ruling, and the duels will come out as well. And they're in the midst of the enemy base, so this could be advantageous for the Dire, but we'll see. Into the cookies with mayhem! Jenkins, mayhem! But the Dire are being decimated again. 3 dead in the blink of an eye. And this is going to be a lot of dual damage for somebody. That is just the Aegis, however, Cinderin dies as per norm. Looks like TA, Waga, trying to focus on the outskirts of the fight here. They're able to use their there's just too many cookies to consume, and the Dire will completely be team wiped. As Wyvern finally back from the dead, but I don't believe he can hold this. There's only 4 in his parish for the Radiant. I don't think he can hold it. Yes, please. Please take it.
What's going on here?
No, you interrupted me for a reason, Jenkins. The cookies help out the Dire a little bit there. Is it going to buy back the game now? Or now would you like to give analysis?
I think the reason the Dire squad is actually coming after is Boom buys back and is going to probably be able to take down Shad here. Does not have the mini-me buff, is because they focused Synderen at the start of the fight.
Yeah, of course.
That would be my professional analytical breakdown of that. When literally everybody is dying, having a bounty hunter on your team is quite nice because you very literally get more gold for everybody dying.
Yeah, and so Fear has had a lot of experience in all-star matches, so he's actually very meta right now. Oh my. Is that a Luna Aghanim Scepter? He actually was able to get an Ags this game, despite the 13 Synderen. Such a pro gamer. This is why I'm such good friends with Cinder, because no matter how far behind he is, he'll always find a way back. As help is asked for again, although they already asked for help, I'm sure they'll get it regardless.
This is not how the show is.
That's true.
I mean, I don't think Dragonite's dead at the end of the first season, if I do recall myself.
Spoiler! Yeah, they're going to take Cinder down yet again. All right, Fear. Continuing to get these track kills, so that's going to be helpful for them. But they're still 10k net worth behind. They have the advantage in terms of numbers right now. See if they can actually use this to get a kill. Orchid doesn't look like... Yeah, Dendy doesn't have a BKB or anything, so he will just stand here and die.
Yeah.
Back to square one. Oh, which of Davian's family members were killed before he decided to become a dragon? This one's easy. Too easy.
I think it's his dog, right? Isn't it? Like,
if somebody says D, please let them be double correct. That's a double correct answer.
He goes on like a killing spree after his dog dies.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if it's C or B. That's actually a tough one.
Dire's bottom tower
I couldn't remember if they mentioned him having siblings or not. Okay, I retract my original statement. That was a little harder than I thought. Thank you, Firefly. Appreciate that. Oh, the tree top collapse! Oh! All the trees are dead! And the tidal wave! Synderen doesn't even understand what to do right now. What is going on? He's being right-clicked by Bulldog. The arrow is coming. Ooh! Just misses there. Yeah, but he is mega dead. Very good.
That's good. Did they get a track on him there for that? No, they didn't. He was Fear was defending base.
Very sad indeed. Oh, Waga does have a leveler. This could come in handy later with the buildings. And No Tail. Dendy. You know, Dendy's died a bunch, but he's actually gotten a bunch of kills now. He's gotten up to a little bit better continuation from the beginning of the game. Oh, looks like he did have the cheese, so he's going to pop that and stay alive. Waga, though, stuck inside the Rasta wards. Right-click to that double kill for Shad. And both of those cores are dead for a very long time. Looks like Bulldog's going to be next, and all Fear can do is track from a distance. Still not done with his Aghanim Scepter yet. Relatively close, but the game might just end here without some potential interference from Fire Toad.
This should be it.
In theory, the game should be over right now.
Yeah, they could just throne, I believe.
Yes,
Shad, though, Shad is actually being good-mannered. He's going for the barracks first. Oh, there he goes. Straight for the throne.
There's the initiation onto No Tail. The buyback on, unfortunately, it's not the real Shad, and it looks like the game may end here, ladies and gentlemen. Team Radiant, aka Team Netflix, despite Synderen died 15 times, as well as Synderen, or as well as Dendy and Snake King, but they will win the game somehow. Jenkins, what is going on?
Embarrassing, pathetic. I don't know how Synderen's gonna sleep tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough one.
Probably won't. I don't think he does. I really don't think he does. I see he's on your podcast. Next day he's streaming opposite hours. How can you do that unless you're
I don't know.
Undead, not dead, undead.
That's a great point. That's a very good point, Jenkins. Thank you for joining us again. So the throne is at 71 health. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the game is over now, as the Great Sundering is upon us, but it's too late. Nothing can stop the Radiant. So congratulations to Team Netflix.